Hey y'all, it's Jessica at Freesia Property Group. I've got another great property to show you today. This one is in Houston County, Erin. It's Fire Tower Road. So like I said, this one is in Houston County, which is on the north side of Tennessee, close to Kentucky, not too far west of Nashville. It's 4.7 acres. It's a residential lot. It is not in a subdivision or an HOA, so you don't have to deal with deed restrictions, HOA restrictions, or any kind of rules that are going to restrict what you're doing except for those from the county level. It's a gently rolling lot. It's wooded, definitely buildable. You've got plenty of room to spread out. I keep looking out. I keep getting properties that have water at the street. So you've got electricity and water on this lot, and you will need to add a septic tank. That shouldn't be a problem since there are neighbors around there. But luckily, you don't need to worry about a well in this one. So on this road, there are a couple of neighbors, so you could minimize your expenses and drop a mobile home right at the road there and minimize your expenses that way. But if you did want to get off the road, you can kind of see from this picture that you could get way back there on your land. The lot behind you is also vacant, so could get back there off the road and have trees all surrounding you. This isn't the greenest picture, but I do show it, even though it's not as pretty, just so you can get an idea of the lay of the land. You can see there on the west side of the property, there is a creek bed. I've been told that's pretty much a dry creek bed, so there isn't a bubbling brook back there, but if it rains, it might have a little water. But none of the property is under a flood zone, so that's good. Okay, so like I said, there's no HOA here, so the only rules you're going to have to abide by are those at the county level. And Houston County is very liberal with their rules. If you're not inside the city, you can do just about anything within reason. You could have single wide mobile homes, double wide mobile homes, cabins, modular homes, your dream custom home, raise your cows and sheep. You can build a garage. You can have your RV and campers there. All of that is fine. And nobody's going to be hassling you about it. So that's good. Okay, here's two pictures where I've tried to show you the slope of the land. It is kind of rolling up and down. I think you can see on the right, I turned the picture so that north is up on the right-hand side picture. And that white line that goes through the lot, that's the elevation that you're looking at there on the bottom. So you can see that it does slope a little bit down towards the west. And I can also tell you it slopes down towards the south. But if you look at the slope on that right side, that's where the street is. So at the street for the first 100 feet or so, at least, it's not very much elevation change. So I do think there's a little more up and down than this particular line is indicating, but it's even though it is a little hilly, it's not going to be one of these properties that you show up and you feel like you are looking down into a valley. So hopefully that will minimize your expenses for building there. So this property is in Houston County, and on the west side of Houston County, you have the Tennessee River, and on the north side of the county, you have, Kentucky right up there, and so you are really close to Kentucky Lake, and it's 170,000 acres of recreation land at Land Between the Lakes, just to your north there. And even though this is a really quiet little pocket right outside Erin, where this parcel is located, you're only 2 miles, 1.9 miles to town. So it's going to be really great. I can imagine, you can get to your groceries, but, if you want that pint of ice cream on Saturday night, you don't have to worry about driving 30 minutes to get it and then, get home and watch your movie on a Saturday night. It'll be nice to be close to amenities, but still kind of out in the country. And Erin has a great Irish heritage. So they have one of the top 10 St. Patrick's Day festivals every spring. So definitely check that out. They've got a farmer's market in the spring, summer, and fall. So there's a lot going on there, and you're also close to bigger towns as well. So here is showing the other regional towns. Clarksville is and Dixon are just about equidistant away. They're about 30 miles. And as you can see here, you're really only a little over an hour to Nashville. So if you are someone that needs to travel, needs a big airport, you've got that close by. You're not going to have to drive. You know, if you wanted to make this your weekend getaway, you don't have to drive all day and night just to get to your weekend getaway. You can drive a few miles and be there. Or if you wanted to live here full time and then commute to Clarksville or Dixon or even Camden or Waverly, that's going to be pretty easy for you from here. Okay, this area has a lot of sales comps. That means a lot of properties where I can look at the price to see what things are currently selling for and what things have sold for, and that helps a lot because that way I can make sure that I am bringing a lot of good value for you. So these are some of the active and sold properties around the same size. This one's 4.7 acres. And as you can see, we've priced this pretty competitively. So we hope we can bring we are bringing value to you every time we bring a property to market. So hopefully you can see that with these numbers. But it helps us to have a lot of good comps to look at because we can make sure that we are doing that. And it also tells us as well that people want to buy and build in this area when we have lots of comps to look at. So that's how we know that this is a growing area. Okay, that's it for now, guys. Hope to hear from you soon. Please reach out if you have any questions. Please call me if you want to chat or email me, and hopefully we'll see you soon.